a word for you from Matthew 18, verse 9. And if your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. It is better for you to enter into life with one eye, rather than having two eyes to be cast into hellfire. Yes, it's the same verse that I read last time, but we're going to look at it from another angle. Jesus is speaking here about the very serious nature of sin, how we are to deal radically. Here he means it with such force, with such cruel power, that the crowds listening to him must have been shocked. Well, sin is shocking, for it can destroy a life. Worse than that, it can destroy a person eternally in hell. And that is why Jesus said, deal with it so radically. What I'd like to look at briefly, though, is that Jesus, the very one saying these words, made it possible. As he said this, he knew that he was going to the cross. He was going to take our sins into himself, so that he would bring sin into death, so that it would be possible to trust in him and what he has done for us, confessing our sins, to be enabled to part from them. So Jesus made the way possible. The very one who said, cast your eye from you, or cut off your hand and foot if it causes you to sin. He has been cut off from the Father for us. He took in all the sins of all the members of our body, more particularly our heart, which causes the sin, took it into himself, tasted hell for us, and was cut off from the Father, and that is hell. And in his resurrection power, with life that could not hold him in the grave, he gives us that same resurrection power to live a life free from sin. We don't have to continue with the hand, the foot, the arm, or the eye making us to sin again and again. Now we are enabled to say no to sin and have the victory. In Romans, Paul refers there about not presenting your body members any longer to sin, for Jesus has freed us from it. Having died to sin, why should we continue in it? He says, no, never. And he says, now that you have been saved from sin, present your members unto righteousness. Present them unto God, alive from the dead.